Hey, what is up everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you one of the best XP spots that is currently breaking right now because of the whole spawn issue, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. Where you need to spawn at is over here towards the bottom portion of the map, and this is located near the PvP area, and not only that, there is also going to be a boss right over here. You will need to defeat him, yet there is some things that you need to do in order to get to the DPS. Once that has been done and you have beat the boss, you can then go over towards a shrine, interact with it, and then the whole location will be revealed, including the dungeons and all the other items there. So the location, as I just mentioned, is from the PvP point, and we just want to head over towards the left side here. We then want to go towards the ruins here, then locate the dungeon, and then you should see Crumbling Heckma. If we look on the map here, this is where I am specifically, so I just want to clarify everything here, just in case you are confused as to where we are. Also, it's not too far from the OG spot that you're introduced at the beginning of the game, which is right over here, and I believe that's Kyofshad or Kyofshad. I believe that's how you say it. I don't know. I'll just leave the butchering all in this video. We are going to then go inside the dungeon. And what's cool about this is that you can tell at the top right, man, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Enemies are spawning in out of nowhere. And I'm going to proceed a little bit further on in the clip here soon. I'm just showing you exactly how great the XP is. Now, I am at a high level because I have been utilizing a lot of these dungeons and leveling up this way. And I recommend it because you can have a consistent spawn rate when it comes down to these enemies. Not to mention, when we do get further into the video, I'm going to show you that I have leveled up on this character, which, as you guys all know, the higher that your level is, the more XP you will need to acquire. And so with this dungeon right here, I think this is one of the best ways to level up because of just how consistent the spawn rate is. Now, one thing to mention is that if you are doing this solo, it is a great option, okay? Yet if you can, definitely join a group and utilize that XP boost. And if you cannot do so, there of course are elixirs that will boost your XP quite a lot. And of course there is the other option. Now, I'm not too sure how frowned upon this is. You could of course create a new character, whether that be rogue, which is what I've done in the past, join an event such as a legion or something like that, and let's say for example you're level 5 and you're in a region where the recommended level is like 40 or something. You're going to notice that you're going to skip quite a few levels because of the fact that the players around you are going to take out a massive wave of enemies. And this is going to overall allow you to take advantage of that. And that's just a quick way to level up temporarily, right? Because you're going to have to wait for another event in order to utilize that again. So I would not recommend that. I would just say try that out if it does pop up. What I would highly recommend, again, is that if you go over towards the crafting for elixirs, you can actually purchase a few that can boost up your XP. And I'll just name a few. So if you're starting off early game and you're fresh into it, level 5 is when you can pick up the weak Iron Barb elixir. This is going to increase your armor by 100, thorns by 50, and XP by 3% for only 30 minutes. Now, that's pretty good because if you can craft multiple of these, you can take advantage of that at an early level. There, of course, is level 10, and this is going to pretty much give you the same benefits, and that's the weak Third Eye elixir. And then if you move on towards level 15, it does the same for 3%, and so on. Now, is there better options when it comes down to acquiring more XP? Sure, if you're in a squad, yet again, if you're solo, just stick to drinking these elixirs and you should be good to go. So with that out of the way, let's talk a little bit more about this dungeon because there is another section that you can explore. I would also recommend to y'all that you explore this area here because this way you can gather more XP and then before going back up and resetting everything. which if you do not know how to do so, I will talk about that here shortly. Yet what you can tell right there is that I've leveled up to 59. Not to mention all of the rares that dropped right there is pretty good. And so let's say that you've finished up the dungeon, you're done with it, and you want to reset it. How can you go about doing this? Well, it's quite simple. You can either leave the dungeon by pausing, going straight to the map and leaving, or you can actually assign it to your emote wheel. It's entirely up to you. I personally like to use the emote wheel, but I chose to do the map option instead. We're going to then exit the game, so let it do its countdown, and if there's not a countdown, just simply exit out. We are going to then load back in, and you do want to give it a bit of time here, because if you're on console, I'm not too sure. Have they released this on PS4? If you're on PS4, it's going to be slow. I'm going to do this midway doing this commentary real quick. Let's see. PS4 Diablo. Is this a thing? Is it on PS4? Holy smokes, they actually released it on PS4. Okay, well, that's something to know about. So yeah, if you're on PS4, it's going to probably be slow loaded through, I'm assuming. But yet, if it's on console, latest gen, or PC, you're going to have a smooth time coming in here, grabbing this XP quickly, and then going back in. And speaking of going back in, you can tell that everything has been reset, so you can then come back inside, take out the massive wave, go back outside, reset, and you're good to go. The reason why I decided to leave the game and join back is for some odd reason, it was not resetting. So for whatever reason, if it did not reset for you, you could possibly try leaving the game like I've done and then join back, and you should be able to then see that everything has been reset. So there you go. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, definitely give it a like. I've been trying out a lot of these Diablo videos because I actually enjoy this game quite a lot, and surprisingly enough, this is my first time playing a Diablo game. Not sure if that's a huge shocker, yet it is what it is. So thank you guys for checking out the video and supporting the channel. If you have any questions, shoot them down below. I will try to answer them. And thank you all for supporting the channel, including members and everyone that's currently subscribed. Thank you all. See you in the next one.